Hello and welcome back. It's time, at last, for us to see Kevin's route. Too hot for a picnic? Oh dear, oh dear. Let's go have a gander. It's Kevin, everyone. It's been so long. Where are we going? Where are we going? Is that ammonia? Where are we going? Oh! Where are we going? Where's your way? Where? Grand Cell? Oh. I was so excited to go to Grand Cell. Be like, yes! We're going to Grand Cell! Yeah, the Principality of Alsamia. Yay! So we're going to Tharbad. Like, oh. Don't. They could have done that on purpose. They could have done. Be like, we're going to Grand Cell. No. Damn you. Damn you. Elsame Calvert International Highway. Like, why did you bother showing me that? Why? Oh.
Unbelievable.
Indeed. I know how you feel.
I finally get a chance to visit Liberl and Elsheim, and I can't even try any of the food?
I didn't even get a chance to see how things were in Gransel these days. I mean, they could have used the models from Sky. I mean, I know they came out the opposite way round in Japan, but still. You know, they had the models. Anyway.
You could have at least let me buy a few souvenirs.
Well, unfortunately, we were running short on time. Now, if we had been traveling through Crossbell or Longport, it would have been a different story. But alas.
Personally, I'm glad we're making haste. That's to steer clear of trouble, you know? Can't say I ever imagined us entering the city like this, though.
Travel by car is the optimal method of transportation in the Republic, especially if we wish to remain undetected. A truth Dingo taught me, as a matter of fact.
Huh, that's so.
Oh? Were you familiar with them as well?
There is something just strange about seeing Kevin in a car. Because of that technological advancement that's happening in this world that's so fast, it feels so out of place for Kevin. I don't know. I don't know. It has that feeling. I know he has his own airship and stuff like that, but that was an otherworldly kind of tech. Anyway, this is just so normal, and that's what feels odd. Yeah, it's that aspect of like Kevin's got all this supernatural stuff going on. He's got his own airship, and he's traveling in the backseat of a car. It just feels too normal for Kevin.
That I was. Used to work some under-the-table jobs with him, actually. He was the one who introduced me to Arkwright. We got along pretty well, I'd say, on account of us being the same age and all. Heck, we even shared a few drinks together. Heard about what happened to him last November, though. That some folks have spent the better part of the year dealing with what he left behind.
Unfortunately, yes.
Seeing as I was never directly involved in the situation, I'll refrain from speaking on it.
Boom.
Well, anyway, what really matters is that everything turned out all right in the end. And that Lapis is finally back to normal. Oh, that reminds me, actually. You mentioned yesterday you got a new body or something?
Mm-hmm. I was considering going back to my old one at first, but... Well, after transferring over to Marduk, Jorg recommended I switch to a new body with all the latest tech.
What upgrades do you get?
Apparently, the Meister has connections with a few of Marduk's financial backers. Either way, as I've heard it told, this new body of hers was built to simulate her previous one, albeit with a slightly matured appearance.
Ah, I see.
Uh-huh, which is why I feel right at home in this thing. But the best part of all is that I'll be able to get updates in the future.
Oh, it's modular.
I can't really do much with it until it's been properly optimized, of course. But I'll be able to eat my body weight in food in the meantime.
Think you said something about your palate sensors being more accurate now too, right? That things must taste like a real dream. Sure reminds me of someone else I know. Aren't you worried about what all that eating's gonna do to your friend's wallet, though?
I was gonna wonder if he was gonna mention that.
Well, I'm open to financial contributions, if you're so concerned.
I genuinely thought it was gonna have something along the lines of like, sounds familiar. Something like that.
Oh, wow. It almost looks like there's a bunch of smoke out there.
That's not good.
And is it just me, or is everything swaying?
Oh.
Oh yeah, that right there is a sandstorm. Heard this region gets a whole bunch of them at the start of spring. And all that swaying you see, that's called a heat haze. They're a pretty common sight in deserts, especially during the summer.
According to local weather reports, sandstorms have been occurring more frequently than usual this year.
Keep an eye on that.
Fortunately, however, they've been confined to areas outside of the city and... Oh.
There it is!
Oh, so that's the famous 6-star hotel, huh?
Indeed it is. Situated within the city's entertainment district, as opposed to its cultural district. It seems we've finally arrived at our destination, Tharbad.
I can't wait to see what their food is like. I've heard it's simply delectable.
So those kids you mentioned should be there already, right?
Correct. And whether or not you find them suitable for the job, I leave to your discretion.
I think they'll strangely get along, because we didn't know what Kevin's line of work has been, so... Ooh, ice cream cone. No doubt. Lapis will want to try that. What was the icon for the loading? I didn't catch that. Too hot for a picnic? There they are.
That Etwas must be them.
ETWS, I think you'll find.
Oh my gosh! It's LP! Hey! Over here!
I wonder how tall she is now.
Swin! Nadia!
Lapis, that is. You know, the new body and all that.
So, it was Pigtails and the pretty boy you were talking about, huh? Heard they were just little kids back during the Retributive Tower incident.
Well, they certainly aren't anymore. Anyway, let's park our car first, shall we?
Nadia! Swin! I can't believe this! You look amazing, LP!
Definitely seems taller.
Your other body was great too, of course. But this is something else. You look all grown up. Hold your horses, Nadia. I can't breathe.
Can you blame her? You were a shard body for ages. You look great, Lapis. We'll need to make sure to thank Jorg when we see him next.
Thank you. Gosh, Nadia, enough already.
Yeah, that is a bit much. Like, what?
What? Oh, I see. Grown-ups don't do hugs, huh?
I think that was something different to a hug.
Come on, don't do this to me, LP. If I don't get affection, I'll die.
Do you even hear yourself right now?
I'm pleased to see you're both in good health. I'll assume your homecoming was a good one then?
It was, yeah. Actually got a chance to work through some stuff while we were there, too.
And I'm glad we did. We also got to tell everyone about what happened to my brother. By the way, boss, did you pick out these clothes? Don't tell me this is what you're into.
Oh dear, Nadia.
As is expected of an attendant, I simply chose garments that seemed to best suit my master. And I'll refrain from rising to the bait, thank you.
Rufus and I picked this one out together. It's lovely, don't you think?
Can't say I disagree. By the way, he the guy you mentioned?
Kevin Graham. Just your regular old traveling priest.
Actually said Graham.
I've heard a lot about you two. Not just from Rufus, but from Arkwright and Wazzy too. And basically everyone in Crossbell.
It's pronounced Wazy.
Guess we really get around, don't we?
It's not, that was a joke.
We've heard about you, too. Like how you're the onion from Gehenna.
It's just... Is that his new title? Onion from Gehenna?
Yeah, exact. Wait, I am not an onion!
Said the onion.
I'm Swin Abel, and she's Nadia Rain. Glad to hear you know Van already. Makes things easier for us.
So, I know you probably want to get right down to business, but personally, I think we should have a little fun first.
Time for the rounds, you say?
Fun?
You see, I had the two of them make a reservation for us ahead of time. It's been quite a while since we've been together in one place, after all. So I thought, why not take some time to enjoy ourselves at the Al Jumeirah?
Al Jumeirah. Camera's going for it this time. Like, calm down, camera. Yay, the music. I really enjoy the music in these games, I must say. Yeah, it's great.
Here I go, LP! Hiya! Not fair, Nadia! Ah!
Don't worry, I got this, Lapis.
Hey, Az! No need to be a jerk!
Don't want to hear that from you!
Can't say I ever expected reservations at a luxury hotel, Rufus. But considering you used to be a big shot nobleman, guess stuff like this is just your normal everyday, huh? I was never very fond of flaunting my wealth, honestly. This kind of extravagance is just as new to me as it is apparently to you. I must say, however, given the nature of your missions in the past, I'd also assumed you'd spent your fair share of time in the lap of luxury. Well, I can't exactly say you're wrong, but it's definitely been a while. Got a loudmouth on my hands that sort of gets in the way, you know? That bitch actually kind of reminds me of. That's more what I was expecting. I see being the fifth comes with its own set of struggles. By the way, speaking of the growls, Ritter, I've heard the church has been paying particular attention to your airship of late. Man, can't let my guard down around you for one sec, can I? Guessing that means you know all the details then. You know, about why I made the request. You flatter me. More importantly, however, you know as well as I do that my back is against the wall here, bar for Kevin. And coupled with my status as a dead man, well, I'd say it makes me rather expendable, wouldn't you agree? Sheesh, make me sound like a villain, why don't you? I guess it's nice to know I have the option.
Rufus! Kevin! Aren't you going to join us? You should. Still need to give Boss the old what for, after all. Then, I think I'll inflict some divine punishment on this no-good onion priest for ignoring that childhood friend of his.
When the heck did I become the... Wait, you know about her?
Anyway, can you two please help me babysit?
Nadia's face right now being like, yeah, I do, yeah.
How rude! I am an adult, I'll have you know.
He was referring to Nadia, of course.
Talk smack all you want, but I know you can't take your eyes off me right now.
Huh? Well, of course I can't.
Huh?
Got you there.
Oh, Nadia, your face looks like a tomato.
So we got an onion, a tomato, we've almost got a salad here.
I must say, it's rather refreshing to see Nadia so flustered for once.
I am not flustered. I mean, it's simply a fact of life that we're a super lovey-dovey couple.
For what it's worth, I wasn't trying to fluster her. Though I won't deny that we are a lovey-dovey couple.
It's just how flat he said it.
S, you really have to stop doing that!
All right. Guess there's no harm in joining in. Let's split into teams, and whoever loses has to treat the winners to ice cream.
Boo! I deserve to be treated to ice cream regardless of whether I win or lose.
What? Why?
Gosh, such a princess.
We should probably teach her about the concept of humility someday, huh?
Sooner rather than later.
Yes. Someday.
Someday.
Since when were you such a softie?
Since that talk on the airship, I'd say. You know the one. I'm getting hungry. And there's the ice cream. I thought we were going to have like a little tournament or something. And then that would change up who got the ice cream and stuff like that. But no, this is delicious. And the cream's so sweet and rich. Is it yogurt, maybe? Something gentle yet sour? Well, whatever it is, it does an absolutely amazing job at tying all these flavors together. Sorry, flavors. Apparently, it's made from both camel's milk and fresh cacao. Van told us it's got his very own seal of approval. And look at how classy it is, especially with all the pomegranate and those pistachios. And we mentioned we'd be yes. What? When we mentioned we'd be visiting Farbad, Van wouldn't stop bugging us about coming here. Said we needed to report back on our experience. Let's make sure you shoot him a message later, alright? Oh, that reminds me, maybe I should send a few pics to Aki and the others too. Just to brag a little. You know. Second place? You're done already? Sheesh, those people in the back put their all into making this thing and you just scarf it down? Ever heard of savoring the flavors? Sorry, savoring the flavors? Actually, I believe that's exactly what she's doing. Perhaps even more so than the average gourmet. Although it may look as if she's simply gorging herself, she's actually focusing the entirety of her processing power into the act of consumption. Guess there really isn't anything rude about— Wait, what the heck is Rosenberg even doing with this technology? Thank you. LP, look over here. I want to send a photo to Aggie real quick. To Andre? Armias? It'd be Armias, wouldn't it? So Armias be Armias. Yeah, Armias. Got it. Yep. Good idea. But I'm not stuck being the sole voice of reason for one. Now then, isn't it about time you told us what's going on? Right. Get out of here. Okay. Oh yeah. Rufus mentioned you were here for business? And whatever that business is, you must want our help with it, huh? Truth be told, I've yet to hear any solid details about his situation myself. However, I assume that's only because he has so far been unable to speak on it. Got it in one. Trust me when I say I've got my reasons, alright? That also means I'm going to avoid making any definitive statements about the future. At least until we know what exactly the situation is. Well, I can't really say this will be a first for us, but... True. We've definitely dealt with our fair share of super secret 4SPGs in the past. Though the ones giving them out were usually pretty sketchy. But considering this is coming from a Dominion, I guess I don't need to be too worried. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Diminishes the ones at the top of the grouse rate hierarchy, right? Like Celise or Gaius. Oh, and Bergard at one point. I am consistently adding C's where there aren't any. I am consistently surprised by your connections. But yes, you're right. Which means that, as the fifth, I can make sure you're paid handsomely for any and all aid you're willing to offer.
That being said, though, Swin, Nadia, think you'd mind heading off to do your own thing for a bit?
Huh?
What do you...
I'll pay for all your expenses, of course. Feel free to do some sightseeing, enjoy the local cuisine, whatever you want.
Why do you need them to leave?
I mean, don't you dream of living that lazy life? You could just chill and...
Now hold on.
What are you trying to say? You want to cut us loose or something?
Boss, what's this all about?
Well,
So you two knew about this, did you?
what's going on?
I promise we're not trying to exclude you guys or anything. It's just that, well, I felt bad about forcing you to come along.
We know full well the path you two have walked. We simply wish to be more respectful of your feelings going forward. All that to say, this is your choice to make. Well, actually, it's Father Kevin's, but I digress.
Wait,
Is this about our oath?
Yeah. You guys swore to never kill again, right?
No.
we're no longer anyone's tools, and will never force anyone to be ours.
You're the last person we're ever going to kill.
Farewell.
Well, let's just say this mission isn't gonna be casualty-free. And if you're not feeling up to it, I don't intend on pushing you to take part. You understand what I'm getting at, right?
People are gonna die, and they may be the ones who caused them to die. I think it's fair to bring it up to him.
I know just how important that oath is to you, too. Which is why I'd prefer to not drag you into this.
I still feel like it's a case of like you should present them with this. I mean, you are doing right now, but you should have like told them this before, being like, right, are you in or you're out? Rather than just being like, maybe you should leave. Like, that was the wrong approach, Kevin. You need to tell them from the start what's going on here, and then give them the choice.
As for why I'm joining, I'm already a rotten bastard.
I mean, you said it.
And Lapis, well, she was always different from us anyhow. I imagine shouldering such a burden will be of little consequence to her.
How could you possibly know that? You know, we did a little research into your background recently, Mr. Thousand Hand Guardian. Or should I call you the Heretic Hunter?
I prefer the onion one.
The Church's Punisher. The man who rivals even Iscariot. While we were still with the Gardens, the Overseers warned us to be more wary of you than even the Society's own enforcers.
I think that's fair.
Well, I certainly don't feel like I could beat him. But I guess I can see why they'd view me as a threat.
Yeah.
Actually, want to hear a funny story? See, during last year's whole Horacion debacle, I was on standby, in case things went sour, you know?
Ooh, like that.
If Almada or the Gardens got a little too close to fulfilling their plan, I was instructed to take them out, with one very particular artifact.
Yes?
The same one you used to eliminate that Anguis.
Ho ho ho.
Consider yourselves lucky that you left the Gardens. Knew a few folks that had been abducted and brainwashed by them, so I imagine you guys weren't there of your own free will or anything. But nevertheless, if we'd bumped into each other back then, you two would have been hunted down no mercy.
Yeah, and that's what makes Kevin dangerous. That aspect.
That's some confidence you got there.
We wouldn't have gone down easily. Not then, and not now.
Kevin, there's no need to be so rude to them.
It's not rudeness from Kevin. The rudeness, I'd say, from Kevin was not basically laying it all out straight from the beginning. And being like, you should leave. Like that I feel that's the rude bit. This is just Kevin being super honest with the situation right now.
At any rate, we won't be starting this request of his until tomorrow, which means you'll have the rest of the evening to think things over.
It's just Rufus being the voice of reason, being like, so anyway.
And considering this establishment is only open until 7 p.m., I believe it would behoove us to move on to our lodgings for the night.
Right. Guess this really isn't the best place to hash things out anyway.
Doubt we'll have an answer for you anytime soon, though. Wait. We're staying here, aren't we? At the Al Jumeirah?
While I certainly wish that were the case, I'm afraid I don't have that kind of money at the moment. You see, after paying for both the pool and dinner, I have not but 10,000 mira to my name.
I have more than that.
He had all his hidden assets seized by the CID recently.
I wonder if it's actually going to start me on this route with the 10,000 or, like I said, like the money I've got elsewhere from Van's route and Reen's route. It would be funny if it did go back down to 10k during this. We'll see.
The secret bank account he made while he was still in the Empire, his stocks, credit, ingots, all gone.
Even the ingots?
Damn, they really stripped you bare, huh? Well, you have my sympathies. Maybe you can ask your little brother if he's got cash to spare?
I'd like to believe I'm not that shameless. That aside, I am dead. It wouldn't do to rise from the grave asking for money.
Like, hey, I'm back. Can I borrow some money? Like, you were dead. Like, yeah, about that.
In any event, I'm no longer a target of high priority to the CID.
Which means you just got a whole lot easier to hire.
Wait a sec. Then what was with that sports car you were driving?
Rented?
That thing's gotta cost at least $1 million!
That was a rental from Elsheim.
Thought so.
In fact, I've already returned it to the dealer.
Oh dear.
Something else to wrap my head around. So where are we staying then?
In the cultural district. The inn we booked is supposed to have some really tasty food, too.
How could you?
Oh dear, oh dear. Not exactly his fault. That's the name of the game, everyone. Two days to go. July 10th, 10 a.m. Seems like there's a few more places to do some shopping from the looks of it. Are you gonna just constantly sigh?
Just as delicious as dinner. Shaky shaka, right? The flavors of the eggs and ground meat mixed together just wonderfully.
It's shakshuka, Lapis, a traditional Central Eastern breakfast that uses both spices and chili pepper. Figured it might be a little too heavy to start the day with, but I think some spice was actually exactly what I needed.
Always good to try some of the local cuisine, you know? Also, I gotta ask, Lapis, how the heck are you keeping your dress so clean? I mean, you eat like a trash compactor.
Huh?
With her superb etiquette skills, of course. Another product of her superior processing power. You see, in order to maintain the grace befitting a Rosenberg doll, she utilizes her singularity to...
Would someone please pay attention to me?
Oh yeah, you're here. Oh, she's awake. Didn't sleep well, huh? Told you to relax. The rooms are actually pretty comfy once you get used to them. Dona's been really kind so far, too. Seems Freddy was right about this place after all. There's more where that came from. Feel free to ask for seconds. Yeah, I guess, but I'm still annoyed. For all that time at the pool yesterday and last night's amazing dinner, how could I not want more? Now that I think about it, I suppose we would have been able to afford the night there had I rented a lesser car. What? Hey, cut him some slack. I know he may look like he's got it all together, but remember, the guy was weighted on hand and foot for most of his life. I know, but still. I guess I'll just have to give up on my dream of staying in a 6-star hotel someday. Poof. Like dust in the wind. Sorry, Nadia. You must have really wanted to have breakfast there, didn't you? That's not why she's so upset, Lapis. Look, I'll save up some cash so I can take you there one day myself. Sound good? I'll even set up the reservation for one of our anniversaries. It'll be just the two of us. Oh, stop! Really putting on a show this morning, Nadia. Anyway, you alright with us tagging along today? Even if we didn't end up coming to an agreement last night. Yeah, that's fine. The situation's pretty up in the air at the moment anyway. Should give me a chance to see your skills in action too. Gotta make sure they're up to par, you know? When I said I don't plan on forcing either of you to do anything you don't want to on this mission, I meant it. But, that being said, I'd rather not have our chances of success lowered because you two end up wavering when it matters. Understand? We'll just show you what we're capable of. Nothing more, nothing less. It'd be weird if you showed more somehow. Just know that we'll be watching you too. Fine with me. Though I'll warn you, there ain't much to see. Liar. Then it's settled. Today we'll be spending time in each other's company. So, let's get... Wait, where are we going? Well, first we'll need to do some poking around to see what we can dig up. It's time for the rounds! Like I said before, still don't have the info I need to make sense of the situation. Well, if it'd help if you told us, you know... never mind. It'll probably be fine if we just wandered around like Van and the others do, right? Sounds like a good idea to me. You're gonna need to be the one doing the sniffing around in that case. Well, I don't exactly got Arkwright's nose the things, but let's get going. Might be worth lending a helping hand to some people in the area too. You know, how he does. I figured you might say as much. That's why I made it a point to spread rumors of our presence last night. I imagine there should be a few 4SPGs waiting for us already. Unfortunately, we know a pair with ample experience in that line of work. Our 4SPGs are those things that get posted on the back of bulletin boards, right? I'm so jealous. You guys must have had so much fun on those jobs. And all without me. Emphasis on jobs, Lapis. Anyway, you really do use every trick in the book, don't you? Did you get Van's permission for this? No, but as long as we refrain from abusing his system, I doubt he'll find fault in our methods. Plus, we can always explain ourselves when we next get in touch with him. I expect the two of you will put in a good word for us when the time comes. Gift him a few rare sweets and I'll better pretend it never even happened. You're probably right. Let's just get a move on already, yeah? Damn, easy to please and everyone knows it. Guys get it rough, huh? Only to a point. Alright, folks. Time for us to play Spregen. Let's head out to check out the bulletin boards we saw earlier. Let's. And when we have a chance, I'd also like to teach you both our new battle tactics. Alright, Marduk's new cheat system? Might also be a good idea to see if the guild's put out another monster subjugation request recently. Oh, maybe we can grab a few snacks along the way. But of course, Rufus, Swin and Nadia joined the party. Lapis is now accompanying the party. While Lapis does not actively participate, it's like Toa, okay. Ooh, she provides various forms of support. That reminds me, Arkwright made a request of us during the social gathering at Marduke's headquarters. He would like our testimonials on any sweets we happen upon that warrant recommendation. Yeah, for his review blog, right? That definitely sounds like Van. Yep, and he's got the perfect foodies on the job. I see. So in exchange for fresh material, you get post-facto approval of completed Forest PGs. Indeed, we ought to take him up on it. I can sort out our Forest PG reports. Would you mind handling the blog end of things, Lapis? Piece of cake! With a spotted tea on the side. Oh, delightful. Atta girl, LP. Always lightening the workload. We're lucky to have you two with us. We'll just roll with it that way then. You can now update the sweets blog in Kevin's room. That's Kevin! Right, costumes time. Ooh, got achievements. Pretty driver's
That's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes. Yep. What am I doing? Costumes. Right. Equipment. Costume. Boom. Oh dear. White green. White green. No. It's Kevin. Got anything special for Kevin? Ears. No. 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 Just no. Just no. I like the blue. That's got more of like a teal thing going on. It's like, no, I like the blue too much. Assume. Ears. Yep. Nope. Nope. Okay, what we got here? Oh dear. She's got the bear there though. I like the bear. Ooh. I like the red. I do like the red. Quite a bit, actually. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep the red. Anything else there? No. No. Alright. You gonna wander around with that on? Ooh. Ooh, very, very Kiryu. Seems to be slightly more grey, I'd say, but I do like the colour schemes. Do like the colour schemes. Ears. Ears. There you go. Right, hair. Nope. Nope. That just takes it back to that dress. It's like, I preferred that one. And again, that's just wrong. Yeah, we'll go with the red. We'll go with the red. Oh, no, there was more there, wasn't there? Protagonist. I'm the main character. No. Oh dear. No. No. Prefer that. There we go. Different changes there. It feels nice to have those two have the red. Yeah, I like that. You, sir. Welcome to Hello Tavern and Inn. I hear you know that Spriggan guy? He and his company really helped us out, so you guys are welcome too. That's right, Van and the others did stay here last year. In that case, we might get more information than we would have otherwise. That's the hope, anyway. That's the hope. Hillel Tavern and Inn is the best lodging in the cultural district. Your pleasant stay is guaranteed. My mum's cooking is delicious too. It's even popular with the merchants. Did you get enough? I'm happy that you seem to enjoy your meal. If you're going out, then you better hurry. I'll prepare a nice dinner for when you get back. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, the food here is yummy, so let's work up an appetite while we're making the rounds.
Looking
And
is
the music's
always
almost
free,
got like
you
a
know.
Silent Hill aspect to it, just like do do do
Come
do
again.
do do. Just almost. Every day is sweltering. I feel like the sun is especially strong this year. First Tharbad is in the middle of a desert. Naturally, finding ways to cool off during breaks is a sort of tradition around here. So you can expect me to take it easy until tonight's business meeting. This inn caters to us merchants, which is why I'm always come here to take it easy. Gave Hala a souvenir. All that's left is making sure the business meeting goes well. Got anyone up here? Got that. Okay. What's that picture? Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything else going on. Right, I'm going to use this as a place to end this part, and the next part we'll see the scene that happens when we leave, apparently, because I can see it on the map. And we'll go see what's going on outside, because there's a... Oh, I can't look around. Anyway, there's a blue scene somewhere, apparently. You can see it on the map there, in the corner. In the corner. So see you in the next part, anyway. Oh, hello, mate. Ta-da for now.